It's March, which means a lot of college basketball talk in the days and weeks ahead, and a lot of it will be focused on the number one team in the country, Gonzaga. They've been a lot of fun to watch, and it's very cool. We're thrilled to go now live to talk to their point guard, Josh Perkins. Josh, thanks. Congrats on a successful season so far, and thanks for making time for us.
I appreciate that, man, and thanks for having me too as well.
All right, so I know there's a lot ahead for you guys, a lot you still want to accomplish. Conference tournament, 4 or 5 days from now. Are you able at this point to just take a little bit of a pause and enjoy what you and your teammates have accomplished so far this season?
It's tough for us not to, but like you said, I mean, we got things to accomplish. We still got people to prove wrong, and so we took a couple of days to to congratulate ourselves and think about it a little bit. But like you said, we got stuff to prove, we got stuff to do. So we're back to work. We're practicing, getting better.
You are the epitome of toughness and hard work meeting success in your career, and I'm sure I'll miss some here. With the Zags, you've had your jaw wired shut, you've had shoulder surgery, you have persevered through injuries, and this is true of all guys who are great at what they do. You've had doubters at times, maybe blaming you for things when this team struggled that isn't your fault. When you look back at, not the ups, because you've had a lot of those, we'll get to those, but some of the struggles, how have they shaped you as a man? How have they shaped you as a basketball player?
I mean, I think it's definitely shaped me. Like you said, the injuries, the scrutiny, the critics, but everything. It's more fuel to my fire. And stepping away from the game, with injuries, without wanting to, it kind of gives you the, your edge. It gives you the sense of why you play, why you do what you do. And I took those times, to get better, build relationships with my teammates, on and off the court, and I'm thankful for those, those experiences, those lows, because without the lows, you can't, cherish the highs. But yeah, I love it. Everything I've been through, I wouldn't change it for the world. And right now, we're on a high note. But like I said, we still got stuff to do and we got stuff to prove. So looking forward to do that.
Josh, at the NBA level, the college level, there's been an evolution in the game. Our understanding of the game, we know teams that play defense, teams that move the ball, great team chemistry, selfishness, those things add up to success. It's hard to be an all-time assist leader anywhere in the country, certainly at Gonzaga, so congratulations on that accomplishment. I'm wondering, when you look back at the basketball player you've become, what is it about your game, the program you play for, that's allowed you to be such a talent at helping other guys to get buckets and be good at what they do too?
No, I mean, a lot of people, look at me and give me the credit for it. But I always say, I wouldn't have been able to do it without my teammates, without my coaching staff. Those guys, at the end of the day, they make me look good. I don't get the assists unless they, dunk the ball, they make the shot. So, I mean, a lot of credit goes to them. And I play with some, some tremendous talents, from coming in my freshman year, with Wilcher and Sabonis and, and guys like that, Kyle John Guinness to Byron Wesley, to Eric McClellan, to now to Rui and BC. And I'm sure there's big time names I didn't mention, but I mean, a lot of credit goes to the guys I play with. I get the assists, but at the end of the day, I mean, they're the ones making me look good. And I mean, I get the freedom from my coaching staff to to play how I want to play, and they trust me with the ball, so I have the ball majority of the game and try to make the right play. And I think I do that majority of the time, but like I said, my hat goes off to my teammates and the guys I play with at this program.
And you're a finalist for top point guard in the game, the Bob Cousy Award. Is there a particular point guard at the NBA level currently, back in the day, players that as you were growing up and learning the game, you wanted to model yourself after, that you studied to get where you're at?
I mean, I try to learn from everybody. I watch every point guard. There's not just one specific guy that, I wanted to model my game after or to play like. I wanted to, play how I play, make a name for myself. But I mean, it's hard for me not to throw Chris Paul's name out there. Such a, talented individual, a great teammate, great leader, just how he manipulates ball screens, plays with pace. So I mean, it's hard for me not to throw Chris Paul out there. But like I said, I wanted to make a name for myself and take bits and pieces of everybody's game. You can learn from everybody, and I think I've done that, this far, and I'm still doing that to this day.
All right, you play for the number one team in America. Basketball fans should be aware of what you guys are about, but as a former West Coaster who now lives in New York and is soon moving back to LA, I can remember a lot of teams on the West Coast, just people didn't pay attention because of the time zone. So for folks who haven't paid attention to the Zags but should have been, how would you describe this team and why your squad, you and the guys, have had so much success so far this season?
I mean, you said the word team, and I think that's what we are. You know, you got tremendous, offensive guys. We got tremendous defensive guys. We're 15 deep. We got shooters. We got inside presence. We're physical, and we really just try to play basketball the right way. So, we're a great basketball team. We move the ball. We play for each other. We play with each other, and it shows. We really went out there and we play hard. We want to win. Like I said, it's basketball at its highest level, and we try to do that, and we try to play for the right reasons and play for each other. And I think that's what, separates us from a lot of teams.
Josh, we're approaching mid-March, and you have to go all the way back to exactly mid-December, December 15th, the last time you and your teammates lost a game against UNC, and you've only lost 2 games this year. The other loss, I think, was the game before that against Tennessee.
Yep.
That's a long time ago. Are you able to remember and hold on to lessons from just 2 losses when they were that long ago in a season?
I think so. Like I said, we don't have many losses on our schedule, but we remember those, and those are games, we truly felt like we should have won, So, and in both those games, we got pounded on the boards. Rebounding was, a huge error for us in those games. So, we try to, look up at the film, get better from that, and fix the rebounding issue that we had in those games. And I think we've done that. We've taken it more personal. And every day, we work at getting better, as a team defensively, and offensively. But, like I said, rebounding was key. So, just drawing from those losses, trying to get better and fix the things we can. But it's about getting better every single day. And that's what our coaches, stress to us, and that's the message that we, tell each other. So that's what we've been trying to do, and I think we've done that thus far.
I'm not going to pretend that it's been easy. I won't fall into that trap, but you guys have been really successful in conference play. You've won a lot of basketball games. How do you, especially as a senior, make sure you and the guys are keeping your edge even while you continue to roll through W after W after W?
And like I said, we just try to, take it one day at a time, control the things that we can't control. We don't get to control, who shows up on the schedule, but we can control, how hard we work, why we play, and how we play for each other. So we just want to get, 1% better every day, and get better at something. I think, like I said, our coaching staff does a great job of, preaching that message to us, that we need to, just keep getting better and better every day, so we're at our best when our best is needed. And like you said, it's, guys like me and guys like, Rui, Snacks, and Kinley, people who've been through it, been through the fire, and have some experience. That you just got to keep getting better. Stay confident, not get complacent in these W's. Because with wins you hide a lot of things, but we're just trying to be the best team that we can, and like I said, peak when we really need to peak.
Any final year at a place that you love, high school or college, can be emotional. I can't even imagine when you add in the fact that you play for that basketball team. You're a big part of what the Zags do. What is just your personal state of mind as you look back at your career with Gonzaga and that come what may over the next month, really, at a certain point, your basketball career, at least collegially, is going to be behind you?
I mean, it really hasn't hit me. I haven't been really one to take the time to reflect on my college career, just because I haven't really. There's one goal I haven't reached. I haven't won a national championship, and I haven't made history for the city of Spokane and for Gonzaga itself. So I haven't really took the time to reflect on my college career and think about the good things that we've been through together, just because we haven't reached the goals. But once we things finish up, and like I said, it's my last college year, I'll take the time to look back. But right now we're still pursuing. We're still in the fire. We still got things to do. We still want to win a championship. So that's the only thing that's on my mind right now. And I think if you ask my teammates, they'd say the similar message. That we still got stuff to do. So it's not about reflecting or reminiscing about individual stuff. It's about what we can do going forward, and we still got stuff to do.
All right, before we let you go, I want to give your head coach the credit that he deserves. Not that he needs it from me, but when people, general sports fans, talk about the best coaches in America, they talk about Coach K, they talk about Roy Williams, some folks talk about Bill Self. And back in my newspaper writing days when I wrote a lot about college basketball, I used to ask a lot of assistants, who are the best coaches in the game? And we'll still on text strings sometimes talk about that. And to a man, every time when you're talking to people that are in the game, that are a part of college basketball, Mark Few's name comes up, even if it doesn't come up as often as it should with fans. So if you can, I don't put words in your mouth, but make the case to me and to folks who don't know better, even though they should, why Mark Few might just be the best coach, basketball coach, college coach in America.
I mean, it's easy. Right away you can just look at his track record. He's 20 consecutive, tournament appearances. We won the WCC, year after year after year. And it's just the players that he's getting. We've crossed off stepping stones, you know what I'm saying? So, like, he just brings out, the best in every person. And, I mean, off the court as well. He's a tremendous role model, and a big-time person in the community. And as a leader, that's a guy I want to look up to and a guy I want to live like. He does the things the right way. Like I said, he's there for you on and off the court. And once you got your back, he really has your back. And as a player, that's guys who you want to play for. I think any of us would jump through a wall for Coach Hugh because they know he would do the same thing for us. And like I said, he brings out the best, and he really wants you to win. And winning is a priority. And I think, like I said, his track record and the win speak for itself. I think, without a doubt in my mind, he is the best coach in the country. And it's been a pleasure playing for him for 5 years, and that's a relationship, I hold dearest to me for forever.
Josh, you guys play a really joyous style of basketball. It's been a lot of fun to watch it from a distance. We really appreciate the time. Congratulations to you individually, to your team and your teammates, and good luck going forward. Thanks so much for being here on the show.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks for having me.